Okay, thank you everybody for coming to the community meeting. Today is 28 February 2017. I will be mainly the one talking due to Karma still being sick. His voice is a wimpy little voice right now.
I'll fucking choke you.
Quick rules to go over real quick. Please do not speak up while we're talking and interrupt us. If you can't control yourself to be able to speak, I suggest you mute yourself. What we'll do is we'll go over what we're gonna talk about, and then once we set our piece, we'll open up to the floor and we'll ask questions. It'd be easy for you guys to actually type them out, so that way we're not all talking over each other. And yeah, we'll just go from there. So what we're gonna go over first is the monthly schedule. It is up there on the calendar right now. I'll link it here in the general channel, but the month of March is up for everybody to go and sign up for. There you go, it's linked. This first Wednesday is obviously going to be an open up for all of us. That's for anybody to participate in. You do not have to have SOTT Basic. Just come and you get to participate. However, every up after that will be required you to have SOTT Basic. But that's okay, because this Thursday is SOTT Basic training. So hopefully you guys will be able to get in on that. And there will be also impromptu sessions that we usually do when one does happen. What else is there to go over? We have a Twitter page, if you guys have not found out. I will link that right now as well. We do have that. There it is. It will be added to the README channel as soon as RCAPS is able to update that. And we also have our stream, which we stream our Saturday events NA Session 2 right now. We will look to be expanding upon that. However, right now it's just only set towards Session 2 time for the NA on Saturday event. The reason for that is due to the fact that Penn is unable to usually make the other ones due to him having a busy life right now. But we are going to try to expand upon that. Come on, what else am I missing right now?
That's pretty much it. You want to go over the schedule in depth?
Like verbatim each day.
Or SOTT.
I just said SOTT is this Thursday.
Yeah, and the rest of the month.
You want me to go over every single thing first? Okay.
There's just other 3 more sessions.
So Friday there will be a recording event, regulars only. Saturday there will be
no, just SOTT. You clown.
So yes, this Thursday is going to be SOTT basic training, and then next Thursday will be the vehicle training, and then guess what? Will be the next week after that, which will be on the 16th. That will be SOTT basic training, and then on the 23rd of February will be advanced weapons systems. So if you haven't noticed, we take our SOTT basic and we just have it every other week. Reason being for that is due to the fact that if we hold it every week, we'll have only like maybe 4 people come through, if that. So we do it every other week, and every once in a while we do an impromptu session when we see a rash of a bunch of people coming in at once. So don't worry about that. You'll definitely get that. And I believe that this Saturday, I forgot to mention that this Saturday, the 4th, will be a brand new op called Operation Spartan Trail. And I do believe, no, I have not set up the forums yet. I apologize for that. I thought I had it in the forums, but I guess not. I can do that right now. Yeah, mission brief, that is. Other than that, I don't know if I have anything else, unless other managers have something that they want to bring up.
Any other managers have anything they want to bring up?
If
I
people
swear
don't
to God,
join
I have an echo.
squads- If people don't join squads in our server, we don't force them to. If they want to go play on their own, they can. They're not forced to join a server. I saw that was brought up. That's been our ruling for a long, long time. That's all I got.
Does anyone from the community, we'll take questions now. I guess we'll roll into Q&A. Go ahead and type them out. in general, and we'll answer them vocally. So if you have any questions regarding anything, whether it's our public server, private server, whitelist, events, training, outside of Squad Ops events, our media creation, anything regarding Squad Ops, questions regarding, what does basic do and stuff like that, we're going to answer any and all questions right now.
Yeah. Okay, so Tiergun says or asks, regarding server rules, how do we feel about individuals starting a squad and then passing command onto a random person that joins?
I got this one. Leave their squad. Or unless that person's going to take over and squad lead, just leave the squad, make your own, or join a different one. It's obviously something we can't stop, and we're not going to ban people for it. Just because they want to try and get a certain kit and then pass off squad lead, whatever. Let them do it. Join a different squad if you don't agree with it. But don't harass them. Let them do what they want. That's their choice to make, and that's that. A lot of times people just expect this person's not playing the game 100% the way it's supposed to be played, even though it's alpha and we don't really know how it's supposed to be played yet, that we're going to ban them. It doesn't work that way. We're going to be super lenient on most stuff because the game is alpha. They'll come out with fixes to a lot of problems that we currently see, whether it be not being able to pass off squad lead if you make the squad, or if it's camping vehicles in main, maybe they'll disable vehicle guns to a certain extent from main base. I don't know. There's a lot of different things, but for now, we're going to go on the side of leniency for most of it. Even though it's frowned upon. Yeah, it sucks when people do that. I hate that. You join a squad, you see the squad leader wait till the squad fills up, he picks the marksman kit, and then he frickin' gives someone else squad lead. Well, you can be your marksman of one. Good luck setting rallies, because everyone's going to leave your squad.
Or you can kick the guy who did that. You're free to kick him from your squad.
If he makes you squad leader.
That's
right.
But did you not understand the question, Heidi? I don't think you did.
That was Hebrew, but yeah,
Hebrew.
Sorry. It's we feel that it sucks, but there's nothing we're gonna do about it. Is basically, at least from the admin standpoint. And I definitely don't want to berate people on the server for doing it. Say, well, that's not cool. Now I'm leaving your squad. That's about all you got. Or good luck, setting rallies or something. And maybe encourage other people to join your squad, but don't take it out on the person who did it. That's just next thing you know, they're going to be team killing, and then they'll be getting banned. We don't want that to happen.
Okay, sounds good. Deadly Seal, he asked, how old is Squad Ops? Fun fact.
10 months.
This April, it'll be a year that we've started this. Sergeant Shadowwolf asks, will Squad Ops have a theme song to go with it, or a song based around the community? Like, it would be cool to see if Blue Drake would allow us to use his Johari metal cover of the squad theme. Actually, I think we got somewhat of a theme song. Karma, I think it's in your videos that we usually use it for everything now. I don't know if you have that linked in here at all.
The theme song.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
It's used in the in the kind of cut betweens on the streams as well, and when it's kind of just on the.
That's not the official one. That's just the one we've been using.
Yeah, like I said, it's not official. It's just something that we've been using. That's all. However, that is a good suggestion. We can definitely look into for that. Cloudboy asks, I have some interest in creating, or hasn't asked, he's stating, I have some interest in creating media and content for Squad Ops. How does one become a part of the team? So, if you direct your attention to the README channel, you are going to see down at the bottom, the very, very bottom, there is a Google link. That is where you can go to a select, or click that link, and that's where you can go to apply for a position.
We are closed on admin and
Thank you.
SOTT apps at this point in time.
El Sabrowski, I'm not sure if it's still there, but if we still have Logar Valley in the map rotation, can we not have that map? It sucks and it's very one-sided. Okay, so when Muff comes back to answer that, I'll let him do that. Because he's our admin guy and does the map rotations.
If we get an overwhelming like feel for a map to be taken out of rotation, it usually gets taken out of rotation. That being said, we haven't really heard much about Logar being an issue in the map rotation.
I was going to suggest, where I got really scripted, that you can also direct your attention to the forums, and inside there, if we get like a lot of people posting about stuff like that, then take a look into it.
That too, forums.
Big Yes asks, once you do a AWS or vehicles, do people actually get priority in ops? Because from what I've seen, it's just random. TLDR, how does priority work? So yes, if you do go through AWS and vehicles or vehicle training SOTT, you are priority. Now, you also got to remember there's a lot of people that have gone through this, so it's pretty much a lot, dang near everybody. So it's going to seem random due to the fact that we have so many who've gone through those SOT now. But however, we will strip you if it seems like you do not know what you're doing and you have that tag. Have to go through the course again. Shelves asks, will we ever be doing ops using PostScriptum once a public version is released? Probably not. Due to the fact that that's a most from all information as of right now points to it's going to be a paid op or paid DLC, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But we're not. That's something that we're not really.
Yeah, rumor is
we're going to be once we get our once we get our mod support. Once that gets released, we're actually going to have modded maps to where we control everything, and it will be more fluid on how we do things as well. And even our SOT courses will be on modded maps as well. So that's definitely something that we're wanting to get done. However, it's taken a long time because we're waiting on OWI to release that support, which I think they said was second quarter of this year, I believe. If I'm not mistaken.
It's supposed to be February, but they pushed it back, so I don't know what it is.
Did they push it back again? Okay. Well, second quarter. I'm trying to figure out where.
But yeah, PostScriptum is rumored to be paid content. We're not going to lock our ops behind a paywall currently. That's not the goal.
Zaki, no, community is not in gaming. it's literally community meeting about Squad. Google Trex asks, how about on the topic of maps, adding a night map to the rotation? So as you can see right below that, Google Trex, Muff has actually listed our map rotation. However, he is happy to take your guys' suggestions. And again, like I said, if you guys have any suggestions about the map, feel free to post them in our forums so that way we can see how many people, if there's a number showing up, like a lot of people posting in there. Because if you do it here in the Discord, it's going to fly by from everybody posting stuff up, and we're not going to get to see it.
Or just send me a private message. And keep in mind, when V9 comes out, I'm going to rewrite the map rotation again. So we probably got, I don't know, at least or at most 9 more months of this map rotation, because we have no idea when they're going to come out with version 9, and I don't want to guess. Most likely a few weeks or less. And then I'll write another map rotation.
I heard the special rumor is February 29th.
Okay. So it's going to be 3 years and 1 day from now.
At least that's what they posted over to Squad Official. Any other questions? Imaz asks, as more vehicles are introduced to the game, how will the SOTT vehicle training change? Will there be a second SOTT for vehicles, or will the old SOTT just be reworked? That is a very good question. Pugashev, are you here?
Negative.
No, he's not. He is our SOTT main instructor that heads this stuff up. However, if I would to guess, they would probably, I would think they might just add on into it.
Just add to it or revamp the current one.
Yeah, funnily enough, I spoke to Puga literally maybe yesterday or 2 days ago about that, and he seemed fairly good on the idea of just revamping a lot of stuff with SOTT.
Yeah, we're gonna be revamping the courses as new content comes out, as always.
Same with the ops.
Yeah, same with the ops.
Oh my goodness, everybody's coming in at once now. El Zabrowski also asks, also, other questions on the update topic on the vehicles. As more vehicles classes are added, will the vehicle... So, yes, you'll have to go through the course again. Enough. Truth Realm asks, are there currently any server rules I've missed or plans to introduce new ones that about fob construction in general and positioning them specifically, i.e. similar to in-op restriction or any curtailing of that first SL plopping the first fob in the middle of the tiniest maps or in useless corners, etc. Okay, so you just mean like specifically if they just drop it clear across the freaking county on one side of the map, totally away from everything else. That is going to happen. There's nothing that we can do about that. We're not going to kick. We're not going to do anything unless unless they are griefing with it. However, if they're putting it that far out, they're putting it that far out. We're not going to kick people out for that. Muff, you have more to add to that?
Say that again. Sorry.
So, are there currently inter-server rules I've missed or plans to introduce? TLDR is people laying down fobs all the way to the north or south of the map, clear across away from anything.
You know, that's borderline griefing, and that totally comes down to personal interpretation. It's a very subjective topic, and it's my admins, I feel, are well trained and very knowledgeable of the rules and regulations we've set forth. And if they feel that it's basically server griefing, ruining the server, taking a whole squad out of the way, basically letting the rest of your team get run over, then it might be time to intervene and take some action. Talk to that squad leader. If they're not going to cooperate, they will be removed from the server with just a kick, most likely. And if they come back and continue to cause problems, then it'll result in a ban. But usually, removing one person from the server like that can bring the rest of that squad in line, and they'll realize, yeah, what are we doing up here? Let's get back down south or whatever's going on. I know there's been talks of that, so I've been really, really thinking about that a lot lately. So hopefully it'll get better, and I think it's just going to be a situational thing. Where talking to the squad leader, seeing how they react. If they're saying, no, we're just going to go up here and build a fob. If they just hang out up there and do nothing, then that would classify as griefing, and it would be time to kick the leader of that squad, and hopefully the rest of them will come around.
And also to answer your part about like putting them in a police station in Samari Bilal, like in the very corners, you gotta remember some people might be squad leading for the very first time or still new to the SLing and are just trying to different things. So don't chastise them for putting them in a corner or something like that. And I mean, everybody does that too, and they put them in the points on top of points inside and instead of a corner, thinking that it might be a better place and it'll be easy to defend. So yeah, it's just it comes with the game, dude. Unfortunately.
I got a question that was PM, but so there are some questions on the difference between normal members, regular members, staff members, managers, and so on and so forth. So we'll just go ahead and clarify that right now. Okay, so regular members are just regular members of the community that have not reached a staff or regular position yet. That might have been really confusing how I explained that. So non-regular members that are just untagged and in our Discord, these are just general members of the community, are allowed to play in all of the open ops, all the closed ops, but they're not yet a regular. You reach regular status by being active in 3 major areas: Discord, our operations, obviously, and the public server. So what does that mean when you become a regular? So once you've played enough in our ops, or you've created somewhat of a name of yourself in the squad ops community, so people know who you are. We've seen you around, and we consider you a regular at that point. You'll get invited to join the regular program, and it's important that people don't make that misconception that it's a clan or a team or anything. It's just kind of us saying thank you for participating, and thank you for being a regular and participating on a consistent basis, and that opens up a whole bunch of possibilities for those kinds of members. So and it's just showing up, being respectful, having a good time. That's all it really takes to become a regular, and with time you'll get that invite. But yeah, essentially that was the question that we had gotten about that. And then staff members are just members that have completed the staff introduction process and do duties here at Squad Ops, whether that be admin or content creation, stuff like that. And they help keep Squad Ops running. But that's the main 3 categories of people here at Squad Ops. You have your general members, your regular members, and then your staff members. I hope that answers that question.
And if you guys don't want to make a question inside of where everybody can see it, you can more than welcome PM one of us here in Discord. Fill in the blank asks, if you have an idea for an app, how do you submit that? By our forums. There is a section titled feedback and something or another. Hold on, I can't remember what the hell it's called. Let me get
feedback and ideas.
Yes, feedback and ideas. Thank you. And that is underneath the Squad Ops community portion of the forum. The third one down from the top of that section. And I also have implemented Spartan Trail into our event information on the forums as well. So you can go look at that. Other than that.
Well, there's still some people typing.
Oh, I know. No, I was just checking to see how long. I thought it was longer. Like it was 40 minutes. Truth Realm asks, what is the recommended place, if any, to post on the forums regarding ideas for the game itself as opposed to ops or squad ops? So just a general public plane. I guess that'd be the same spot, honestly. Feedbacks and ideas. If you're just talking about regular old public / whitelist plane.
There's a feedback channel in the official squad Discord as well.
Yes, there is.
All right. Are there any more questions?
Yes, yeah, there is. Hold on. Emails asks, I sometimes see links in Discord to streams of events Squad Ops does against other groups, such as North American Squad event recently. What exactly is that, and who is it open to? So, North American Squad is pretty much CCFN for NA, except for it's a little more. I want to say a little more. It's a lot more competitive than CCFN. It's only open to our regulars and above that to participate in. For us, that is, here in Squad Ops. If you belong to a clan, you're more than welcome to join with them and play with them too if they end up playing inside of it. But yeah, that's all it is. Just North American Squad is exactly just CCFN, just for us over in NA to play in a little more easier time for us.
Can I just put in real quick? So if you don't know what CCFN is, that is Community Clan Fight Night. That's open to kind of a bunch of communities and clans, mainly EU. What it is, there's kind of squads from each group kind of join in a server each week, or 3 servers, and just basically play a few rounds. That's all that is.
If you don't know, or if you want to know more information about these, you can go to joinsquad.com and literally search for CCFN. You'll find their posts. And for North American Squad, I think is it NorthAmericanSquad.com? No, I forgot where it's. Is it in Join Squad? I can't remember. Actually, does it even have a website for it yet?
I think you're thinking about the website is Squad Masters. NAS doesn't have one.
NAS doesn't have one? Okay,
Yet,
so
at least.
all right. So okay, NAS doesn't have one, but however, CCFN does have one inside the squad George Squad forums. Big Yes asks, how does roster work? For example, are you penalized for registering for an op training, etc., and then not showing up? So yes, we've been discussing this. We've been trying. We have talked about this in the past, where if you did not show up for an op and we have to give your spot away, you will be penalized. We haven't really come up with a idea yet for that. However, we are looking into doing that. But we also understand that life does happen. So I mean, if you have like a valid excuse why, obviously we're not going to say, well, no, fuck that, too bad. No, we're not going to do that. We know life happens, and it's understandable that you're not able to sometimes unregister. However, with that said, if you can't show up and you know about it ahead of time, please unregister yourself. It's a simple click of just going to our calendar, clicking on that op, and just clicking on unregister. That's all you got to do. Or event, SOTT training, whatever it may be. But we will let you all know once we make a finalized decision of what the penalized actions. We won't sticky those inside of our squad ops forums due to the fact that we're mainly more squad ops. We participate in those areas. However, that's not really who we are. We just do it for fun. We don't do it for any kind of competitive state or anything like that. Our main goal though is squad ops content. With the community growing, is there any Lieutenant Smith asks, with the community growing, is there any talk of introducing more days we do ops? So I know we've touched on this briefly in a couple of our staff meetings of adding to do more ops. Right now, we are not looking for that in the near future due to the fact that we don't have that many ops. We are continuing to grow them. We do introduce at least one each month. However, once we do get a nice size rotation going, that's something that we may do is open it up to even more days, perhaps. Truth Realm asks, is there or should there be a forum for associations or slash? Let me read that one more time. Is there or should there be a forum for associations and or associated activities, etc.? Oh, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't know if we should open that up due to the fact that it's like I said, we're mainly more about squad ops first than anything else. That doesn't mean you guys can't talk about that in there inside the forums. However, we might not have a section titled for that. Thanks, Lish. Awesome. Truth Realm asks, what is the procedure for squad leading and ops? So, with that being said, how how we do this right now is only for SLs are only open for our regulars and above. Yes, we do have the mythical SL leadership coming out. I know we've been saying it's coming. It's coming. It's getting there, guys. Please hold on. We're trying to get it out there to you guys, and we're trying to. It's on its finalizations, but it still might take a little. However, the procedure for squad leading is obviously we want to know if you have squad led before, and we also have, and you all know about the sign up sheet that we do for you guys inside the regular. But yes, we want to know how much you've squad led. We also would like to see you squad lead sometimes before you do the an op event, due to the fact that we want to try to maintain as best as possible the best selection for SLs, so that way the immersion does not get ruined or something to that effect. I know, Carmen, you had a good spiel on it. Can't remember.
Okay, so essentially, as of right now, regulars are free to sign up to squad lead, but we are looking at maintaining the quality of squad leaders. It's not just about quantity, but regular program is a great first way to get your foot in the door for squad leading and squad ops. However, when we do release the squad ops squad leader course, that will be a mandatory course for all squad leaders if you choose to squad lead. But yeah, as of right now, regulars are the best way to get your foot in the door, and then that's a case by case basis.
And then if you're not even part of the regular, please, if you want to be a squad leader, please go out there and squad lead in public games. Get yourself used to it and all that, so that way when you do come to do this SOTT SLing, you'll have somewhat of an idea of what to go through, what to expect, and it'll help you out for sure. El Sabrowski asks, when mods come out, will we maintain the ops themselves vanilla squad, or no, we in mod? That's what we're waiting for. We want our mods. We want our ops to be put into the mods. So once we get that mod support, yes, we will be using them in our mod packs that our mod dev and mod dev have been creating. So hard. Dear Gun says, in truth, I'm just interested in driving more eyes to the forums. Some folks miss a lot of things in Discord due to its fluid nature. Scrolling in forums are much more static way of viewing and consuming. Exactly, yes. That's why I'm trying to teach you guys more to use the forums, such as, if you want to make a suggestion for map rotation or an op idea or anything, put it in the forums. We'll see it a lot more easier than it would be here in. Well, people are typing out some more questions. I don't know. Did I link to Twitter? Yeah, I did link to Twitter page. We also have a Twitch page as well, as you all know about. We also have a subreddit that we have going up. I'll post it in off topic so that way you all can see it, so it doesn't get flown by. Missed. If you want to look at the off topic, there's our subreddit. There's up. Oh, I don't want there. There we go. And here is our Squad Ops Twitter. And then let me get you guys the Twitch page as well. There we go. And then here is our, no. Sorry, my computer's being a little right now. All right, and then here's our Twitch account.
There's also a Steam group, but you can probably just grab that by going on anyone's profile. I'm sure you're friends with one of us, and you can just find that there. It's easy.
Thank you. You can also look
Yeah,
up in the
yeah.
Readme channel. It's linked up in there as well.
Yes, it is.
Oh, and there's our subreddit too. You actually got it up in there. So if there, Ruth Realm asked if there were ever an issue with an ops higher than you. You mean like with a staff member? Okay, if you have a problem with any of their staff, regulars, manager, whoever it might be, you have anybody. If you want to discuss it, please PM one of us. Does not matter. PM somebody on staff, manager, does not matter. Obviously, don't tag the person that you have a problem with. But if you see them do anything wrong or be a general an ass to anybody or anything like that, please let us know. We'll make sure it gets handled. And then for appealing from a ban, where you can find that at is actually on our forums. It's underneath support forums, and it's called ban appeals. I'll go ahead and link it for you guys. There you go. That's where you'll find ban appeals. Anybody is more than welcome to go in there and obviously ban their appeal.
All right. That being said, I think we're gonna wrap this up. But yeah, thank you all for your questions. Thank you all for showing up. We hope that we were able to answer some of your questions. That's what these community meetings are mainly for. Is for us to answer your questions and just give you a low kind of rundown of what's happening this month. As you guys know now, ops as usual, no major changes. You guys know the SOTT layout for the rest of the month. Oh, sorry, still dying. And then yeah, just mainly answering your questions, getting your concerns, getting that feedback is very important to us. So thank you all for coming out. We're gonna cut it here. If you have any questions after this, of course, feel free to ask any manager or staff member at that time. We always love answering questions and making sure that people are getting the right information. So if you have any questions, don't just assume or speculate. Make sure you reach out and you can get that right answer. And other than that, thank you all for coming out, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Now go pop our servers.
Get out of here, you